In the last videos, I told you about the Star of Bethlehem, which the three wise men from the east followed, and about the incarnation of God. We find these stories in the Bible. But honestly, what value would these stories have if the Bible had been falsified? To be honest, none at all. That's why today's question is, can you rely on the fact that the Bible we read today is the same as it was back then? History gives a clear answer, yes. In 1947, over 2,000-year-old Bible scrolls were discovered in Qumran by the Dead Sea. When compared with today's Bible, they show only minimal differences. These mainly concern spelling. The meaning remained the same. The New Testament is also exceptionally well preserved. Already 100 years after the Apostles, the congregations were using almost all the writings that we know today as the New Testament. The oldest fragment of the Gospel of John was created only a few decades after it was written. And in the 4th century, with the Codex Sinaiticus, we have a complete Greek Bible with the same 27 books of the New Testament as today. In total, there are over 5,700 Greek manuscripts and tens of thousands of translations into Latin, Aramaic, Coptic, and other languages. Thus, more than 20,000 pieces of evidence form a dense network of documentation. Even if a scribe made mistakes while copying, these could be easily identified by comparing with the other manuscripts. And a mistake could never have automatically spread to the translations distributed worldwide. For comparison, there are only 10 manuscripts of Caesar's Gallic War. The earliest of these was written 1,000 years after his death. For Plato, there are 250 manuscripts. The oldest of these was written 1,200 years after his death. Does anyone doubt their authenticity? So why doubt the Bible, which is incomparably better attested? The Bible spread worldwide very early on. The Church Fathers quoted it so often that from their writings alone one could almost reconstruct the entire New Testament. And the scribes worked carefully. They counted letters, checked texts, and corrected mistakes. So why do Bibles differ in the number of books? That has to do with the Old Testament. Some churches followed the Hebrew canon, as do Jews and Protestants, while Orthodox and Catholics follow the Greek translation known as the Septuagint. That's why Catholic Bibles have 73 books, Protestant Bibles have 66, and Orthodox Bibles often have even more. However, the content of the scriptures used was not changed, only the scope. The conclusion? From Qumran to the Middle Ages, the Bible was faithfully transmitted. Differences concern spelling or narrative additions, such as the ending of Mark or the story of the adulteress, but never the central message of the gospel. You can rely on that.